Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday post show. I think we're calling it, since we are doing this the day after. First of all, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Reg, look at you. Look at you nodding your little head. Actually, big giant head.
Was it worth it, Denise Salcedo? Was it all worth it? Am I here at 9 a.m. for a reason? Was last night worth it? I'm so angry. I'm sick. I'm ugly. I'm dumb. I'm the favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. Righteous Reg, I'm here.
Yo, I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck, I got a show bright and early today. And I was like, why did I do a show bright and early in the morning? What is wrong with me?
Classic me doing a 9 a.m. podcast. Shout out to Grapsity, waking up so early because Denise Salcedo wants to talk about the other program and not have me here on Tuesday. It feels so weird. I keep thinking today's Thursday, Denise, because we usually watch Dynamite on Wednesday. I'm like, no, it's Thursday, but it's Wednesday.
I thought today was Thursday too. It feels so weird. I'm with you,
weird.
man. No, it's funny because I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I still need to watch Dynamite. I had to watch Dynamite this morning. So I started watching Dynamite last night after NXT, and I watched the first segment, and then after that I was like, I think I'm done for today. I'll come back later. So
Listen,
then I came back.
Your brain wouldn't be able to process all of it that fast.
No, I could tell I wasn't into it. So I had to restart from the beginning this morning because yesterday I was checked out already. I was already ready to go do whatever, right? So then I had to watch Dynamite this morning right before the show, but it's all fresh in here now.
Oh, that's good. I mean, at least you know what we're about to talk about, That's great. That's a sign of the times. I can't. Yeah. What time did you get up to watch this show, Denise? What the hell?
Bruh, my alarm started ringing at 6.
Oh God.
Because me, I snooze. So I finally got up to watch the show. Had my little breakfast, eating my little toast, eating my little eggs while I was watching Title
at the head of your little table in your little kitchen.
At the head of my little table.
Listen, I know what
in my little kitchen with my little Halloween decorations.
All right, before we get into it, what's your Halloween costume, Denise? Do you have 20 planned? I know you usually can't give it up, but do you have them in your brain? It's coming up.
Reg, I haven't planned anything.
Denise, it's coming up.
I know. And I'm known for this. And
you do big, elaborate costumes that take time.
I have concepts of a plan.
Okay. Listen, concepts get us to where we need to be, Denise. I don't know if they get us to the finish line, but they get us there.
The stupidest saying on earth. I've got concepts.
I've got concepts. Plan. Listen, concepts of a plan. That could be your new podcast. Concepts of a plan. Come and discuss.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. No. Whatchamacallit? Yeah. So I have a rough idea of what I'm planning on doing for Halloween.
Yeah.
But I don't really got anything in the bag yet. Ooh. I haven't purchased anything.
Oh my God, Denise. You're
it's
usually
not concrete. Yeah. No.
Wow. Expect a lackluster Halloween this year from Denise.
Damn, bro. Damn. I'm tired, Reg. There's a lot of wrestling going on. Speaking of which,
W. Stein says it all. Denise is distracted by Taylor Swift. She has her brain on nothing else. She didn't watch Dynamite because she went to go listen to Taylor Swift.
Okay, so by the way, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Taylor's done about 20 interviews.
Yes.
Maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them all. And so I literally sit in my couch, pop up my phone, do this, and I'm like that. Just like this the whole entire time, watching all the interviews and shit.
Did you learn any new information in any of these 20?
I did actually.
Okay.
I'm with you then. No, I learned a lot of news. It's funny, by the way, because I've never done that where I watch one person be interviewed by multiple people. And what's funny is that I've seen wrestling fans do that. I've seen fans of hardcore wrestlers. I remember when most recently when I had Sky Blue on, she had done a media tour where she was on with Chris, she was on with Ariel, she was on with me. And I had people be like, oh, I watched every interview that she was on. And I'm like, wow, I've never I never thought that you would watch multiple interviews of the same person, right? I don't know, but because the reason I didn't think about it, but here's the thing though, is that I've watched every Taylor Swift interview, at least most of them.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, they were spread out before when I watched them. I've never watched them all like in one sitting. And that's what I did. I watched them all in one sitting.
So you watched like 20 hours of Taylor Swift?
No, because she did short interviews. She did like 10 minutes, 11 minutes here,
yes, I don't know.
40 minutes here, 2 hours there. Like she scattered it. Like it's all scattered times. But
10 minutes.
The thing about watching someone be interviewed multiple times was that I learned so much about interviewers, by the way. Can I say?
That's also a good thing, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of research.
Yeah, I learned a lot because I can tell who prepared to interview Taylor and who kind of just really didn't. Or I can tell who is like a really mega fan of Taylor and who like kind of just like there. You know what I'm saying?
What are the settings? Is this like the movie thing where she just sits down and a bunch come in, or she's going to
she went to a bunch of different places. She went to everyone's studios.
She's on the tour.
Yeah, and there were some things that like there were some questions that like everyone asked, but then there were some questions that like there were some unique questions. So I got some couple of gems here and there, and then others were like repeats. Yeah, but what was funny too was that I was hearing her explain certain things the same way over and over, and I thought, ha, that's cute. So I knew what she was going to answer, and whenever she answered differently, I knew that was a different answer that she had. Okay, I'm a fucking psycho.
This is sick. Myself. Yeah, Denise, I'm like, are you hearing yourself? Like saying it out loud. I'm like, hey, yo, are you okay?
Okay, see, I blame you guys for bringing it up. Don't get me fucking started.
I just wanted to just make a bit, do a joke. Yeah, you really got into it. This is crazy.
This is supposed to be a Dynamite podcast. I haven't said shit about Dynamite, and it's been 7 minutes.
Not one word, not one AEW wrestler, not anything. But we are here, you guys. We are going to talk about some pro wrestling, not the person that's kind of, I really want to get into it, Taylor Swift, but I know this is a Dynamite podcast because there's been some slander.
Okay. Hold on.
There's been some slander. Denise is going to come through with those 10 Taylor Swift albums. Somehow she'll have them all in physical copies. And
I'm loaded.
Digital. Oh, my. Just like I said, I was again doing a bit. Here she goes with the butt. What is that? What is that? You got Taylor Swift porno movies? What are those? She just ran off. What's in the box, Denise? What's in the box? I'm so curious.
Reg,
what's in the box, Denise? What's in the box? I'm like,
wait, what?
Are those Taylor Swift action figures? What were in those boxes?
So all of those boxes are like special collector's items where each one comes with something different, like a necklace, a keychain, and then there's like different Polaroids, and there's different covers, and they're all different, and they got these cute little boxes inside. It's a whole thing.
Taylor is...
Look, all I gotta say is this. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't go out.
That's true.
What the fuck else do I spend my money on? Bills and Taylor Swift. That's the way my life works.
Points are being made. I'm not even mad at you, Denise. You're right. You don't do anything besides be a wrestling freak, so you might as well use your other time to be a Taylor Swift freak.
Exactly. But I'm running into an issue, though, where, like, I don't have that much space anymore in my little Taylor Swift section.
What do you mean? You're going to have to start converting into your wrestling section.
No, like at some point, that's going to become a room of its own. I'm running out of space. I have to stop myself from buying things because
that's going to become a room. You know, like you ever seen like every TV show, every movie where there's this sick psycho freak fan, and then they go to that fan's house and they bust in the door and they're like, "Oh my God, it's a shrine! This person's sick in their head."
I was on the news one time. You didn't know that?
No.
To talk about my Taylor Swift fandom during the Lover era. Or was it during the Lover era? I forgot. I was on Channel 1 News. And my you know how they put like the lower third? Like governor, right? When you're interviewing someone?
Governor, that's not what yours said.
Mine said Taylor Swift fan.
Oh my God, Denise, you weren't embarrassed.
Fuck no, it was the proudest moment of my life.
You were proud.
So excited. I was so proud. Yeah, no, I was like, I'm on the news talking about my Taylor Swift fandom. This is amazing. The reporter came to my house and was like,
what?
Yeah, she came to my house and she interviewed me, and she got like some great videos of me, and she got shots of all like my my Taylor Swift stuff. And back then my collection was a lot smaller because it was several years ago. It was pre-pandemic. So yeah. Anyways.
So you're saying this because you want him to come back. I hear exactly what you're saying under those words. You're like, I got a new set now.
Yeah,
You got to come
hey,
see what's
come
happening
back.
now.
Spectrum News Channel 1 in the Los Angeles market, by the way, which is one of the largest markets ever.
Oh
And
my
here I
God.
was on the fucking news.
You're a sicko freak, Denise. I think you need to get help. You need to go to Taylor Swift
King
therapy.
says news reporter at the crib is
That's
crazy.
wild. Like, what? What? They pulled up? You're so wild. They pulled up. They're like, no, we'll come to you. It's fine.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, later on I'll try to. I'm pretty sure I've posted the pictures before, like the screenshots of the news segment.
What year was this?
Fuck, I don't know. I'll look for it at some point right now because I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into this, guys. Yes, we're here going to talk about wrestling. It's not your fault, Reg.
Sorry.
All right. We're going to kick things off with Sheldon Jackson. Sheldon, hope you're doing all right, man. He says it's weird seeing Pac in short hair, singlet, and clothes after the longest time seeing him with long hair and absolutely no clothes. Didn't know he knew what clothes are. Dude, I got to tell you, I kind of love that Pac changed up his look this way because a lot of people stick to the same old, and Pac does not. I like how Pac is presenting himself. I don't know that I love the gear. Here's the thing though. I don't know if I don't love the gear on my own or if I was influenced because I was watching, like seeing what people were saying, and some people were like, oh yeah, I don't like Pac's clothes. So I don't know if I don't like it or if I was influenced.
Is that what you're seeing on your timeline? Everybody just like, I hate Pac's outfit. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I did see that. And I was like, so it fucked me up, you know?
Only thing I saw was a lot of men being horny and being like, why is he covering up his body? I'm like, are you guys okay? Like, but look, Pac has always been one of the shreddest, ripped guys you've ever seen. I don't know why anybody was surprised when he dropped the singlet and he looked like a gosh darn monster. What a guy. But yeah, I think this has happened. If you followed Pac's career, he's changed a bunch. Like the first Pac was like this skinny kid with long hair, and then he started transforming into who he is now. He had his last kind of incarnation since like not the NXT, but the 205 Live era when he was champion there. Now he's into something new. I'm loving this new look. Still get Wade Barrett vibes, but I feel like that's his homeboy, so it's all right.
Oh yeah, he looks like Wade Barrett, that kind of went a little crazier direction.
Definitely. But he looks badass. That's what I'd like to leave this doing. Like Pac, I would not. He looks even more like a wrestler now, I think, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh. By the way, what did you think of his match with Orange Cassidy?
Wow. Somebody said it on commentary. They're like, even though he's been away for so long, he's immediately like exactly back in. Like I've said it many times. Pac is like, there's a series of wrestlers that are like the cleanest wrestlers you can ever see. When they hit their spots, they're 100% perfect. Looks like this guy does nothing but practice being amazing. Like he was right back in. Like I said, this is the most pro wrestler he's ever looked. I think his intensity, the way that he does simple spots, like a suplex from Pac looks like the hardest move you've ever seen in your life. His kicks are insane, such intensity. On the other side, it is so amazing to have Orange Cassidy back. What he represents in this company, Denise, and how he could get a match like this every week. Like no one can match like that heart and what the fans have for Orange Cassidy. So anytime he starts to light up, like there was a point where he's lighting up on Pac. He's like, they go back and forth with strikes, and then Orange Cassidy kind of gets the best of him. And he's like, the crowd is like, yes, this is our guy. There's a couple of like main characters we talk about pretty consistently on this pod, Denise. And I think like Hangman Adam Page, Darby Allin feels like one of those guys. Orange Cassidy last night, I was like, oh yeah, this is why he was international champion for so long. This is why he was in so many main events when he was here in AEW. Like a match like this, just two guys with a past and some anger beating the crap out of each other. I thought the finish was pretty fun and kind of innovative. They're on the outside fighting. Pac drops Orange Cassidy with the disgusting tombstone, like in the crowd. And then Darby Allin straps him up with the handcuffs, and he takes time to get back in the ring, rolls back in. Orange Cassidy immediately rolls him up. I thought this was a really fun way to end the show, and so important that both these guys are back, Denise.
I think that what you said about Orange Cassidy just like always being that guy and delivering, and it's right. And I think that's why the AEW fans have such a big connection with him. Like you knew that on paper, looking at these two guys, like you knew what you were about to get. And I thought that they delivered, but also honestly, I'm a fan of Pac. I want him to break off from the Death Riders. I've been saying that forever, but with this new mean, vicious look, he kind of looks like a madman, like someone who's out of control.
Denise, you know me, big D Riders fan. I've come on this show all the time and talk about
do you agree or disagree?
my people. For the first time yesterday when he was talking, yesterday when he was doing the promo in front of them, I was like, oh, this guy shouldn't be in this group. Like it
Mother
didn't
effer, but I've been saying that, Reg, even before he got this brand new look.
When he was standing there, I was like, he's getting lost in there. And Pac's like one of the best wrestlers, not in the company, in the whole world. Like if you strap this guy up, he's just as good as anybody. And he shouldn't be a guy in the Death Riders. Like nothing against the Death Riders. I thought the rest of it was great. The promo, Yuta spitting, Daniel Garcia, like Claudio and Mox with them feels right. But them like as Pac as another one of those guys doesn't feel right because he's a big fucking deal.
Well, maybe now that Daniel Garcia is in there, maybe they can edge out Pac.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it.
Because he feels like a new man on the show.
He does. And I
think how hard it is to feel like a new man on any show? People always see you as whatever you are previously.
And he could immediately, like if next month, if Hangman Page's next opponent was Pac, everybody would be in. Like that's what he represents. And I think he could represent so much more of just being like the guy that also helps with the Death Riders. Because like he could be in the main event tomorrow or a part of a tag team and be in amazing matches with Brodito. Like there's so many things that I think he could be doing. And the Death Riders might be holding him back a little bit.
Thank you, Sheldon. All right, we got C Delgado 6 who says, didn't see anyone using a Molotov cocktail on NXT. So it was funny because I was streaming NXT when Sheldon came in to tell me what Darby was doing. And I was like, of course, Darby's making the show hella exciting. So I was like watching. I didn't know what a Molotov cocktail was. I don't think I even still know. So when I watched the segment this morning, I didn't understand what was happening when I saw Darby holding up the, like, what looked like a champagne bottle to me.
Yep.
And then I think he had like a flame thing. So I didn't know like if he would have succeeded without Pac like running him down. I'm like, what is this, like an explosion or something? Like,
yeah,
what was supposed to happen?
You put a cloth inside the alcohol, full alcohol, you light the cloth on fire, and when you throw it, it's a big, huge explosion.
Really?
So like he was trying to blow everybody up essentially. Like he was gonna fuck shit up. That's why the security guard came in and busted him down. It happens a lot, and like we get this from movies and things mostly. Like that happens pretty often, like crime movies. Like I'm gonna throw a Molotov cocktail through your window. Wild ass name, but yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so I saw that and I was thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm assuming it was supposed to be like some sort of big blow up or something like that. And then hey, that's what it ended up being. But you know, I feel like, dude, the stuff that they've done so far with Darby and Jon Moxley, it just continues and continues to like step up, that now with this I Quit match, I feel like the expectations are pretty high. When it comes to like, okay, what's going to happen here? Are they going to murder each other?
A few weeks ago, Denise, we saw Darby set Moxley on fire like a little hot pocket. Remember, he was burning in the fire. Where do you go from fire, Denise? Like you
kill him. That's it. That's all you got to do now. look at AEW
right, this is wrestling.
Violence.
I don't think you can do that. You can't kill him.
Okay, so far we've seen, what are the craziest things we've seen in AEW?
Mostly Darby things.
two men have been on fire. Don't forget that what's his face, Jack Perry, was also on fire.
He was.
A house has been set on fire.
A lot of fire.
We've seen two men now, I think, be suffocated. Mox and Brian. We have seen the
syringe through Swerve's cheek. Disgusting. That's a little gross.
Yep. And I feel like that blood spot too with Swerve and what's his face and Hangman drinking of the blood.
Yep.
That has to be in there too.
Definitely.
I would say those are at least like the top 5 sickest things we've seen on AEW.
And there's so many more. You just thought of a couple off your head.
And then Moxley with that thing on his back.
Oh, Moxley with the thing on his back.
Those were some of the nastiest things I've ever seen. In fact, I ranked that Moxley one number one.
I think that's number one. I forgot about that one, Denise.
I didn't have a problem. I didn't have a problem with the syringe. I know a lot of people were mad about that. I didn't have a problem with the suffocation thing. Like, I mean, like I could suspend my disbelief, but a lot of people were mad about that. I fucking marked for the fire, so I clearly didn't have an issue with that. So what I'm saying is, though, that the line has been, crossed.
That was the only one where we were like, oh, damn, the Moxley in the back thing. We were both like, all right, you guys, like we like wrestling, but this is too much. And like, I don't think any of the other ones felt like too much to me. That's the only one. So that's why I would rank that one number one too.
Yeah, that was the only one that I was legit going like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. I don't
probably
know
not
about that. I don't know about that. Tony, what's happening over there? Tony, I'm gonna call him Tony now.
Tony,
what are you doing, Tony?
Antonio, here you go.
Oh man! All right, we did get to see. Speaking of Jon Moxley in action against Tomohiro Ishii, a nice little back and forth there with Jon Moxley applying the rear naked choke and basically tapping him, getting him to pass out. Excuse me.
If you guys like, they brought it up a lot in this match, the G1 climax. If you guys like New Japan style, just fights, two guys in the middle of the ring trying to beat each other's ass. No plunder, no weapons, just fists and elbows and knees and all the things. This was the match for you, Denise. Like Moxley, I know y'all be beefing on here, but ever since he lost the AEW
Are you talking about me?
I mean, who else would I be talking about?
I'm beefing with Jon Moxley now.
Yeah, are you not? You did you not just a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, come on this show and go on a full rant because he was number 2 on the Pro Wrestling Illustrated 500.
And I stand by that rant, Reg.
Sounds like beef to me. Ever since he lost that world championship, he has been on a great run.
Oh, what a great compliment. Ever since this guy stopped being the AEW world champion, he's much better. Isn't it supposed to be the other way around, Reg?
Told you it was beef, Jon Moxley. It's her, it's not me.
Reg, you said it. Those words came out of your mouth.
But I didn't say that it was bad when he was champion. I'm just saying ever since he stepped into another
That's basically saying it without saying it, Reg. We read between the lines here.
Whatever.
You don't got to slow walk the dog here. Say what you mean.
Jon Moxley and Ishii, a great New Japan style fight. I love that it started the show. It was a long match. They got time to establish things, but mostly it was just two guys beating the absolute crap out of each other. And I think with the length of time that the match went, there was some people that really believed that Ishii could win. And I think that's an important thing in a match with Jon Moxley, because like at this point when they showed Jon Moxley's record, it was like 79-8 or something. Like this guy never loses. I don't know if Ishii's gonna be the one, and like he's so protected, but they got to a point with the strikes and just kind of going at each other just face to face where it felt like Ishii could possibly get the win. He didn't, but I think that Moxley really gave him a lot, and Moxley has been such a giving wrestler post being the AEW World Champion that I think that
oh my God, you're making it sound like he's now doing a charity, Reg.
He
what
is,
did Jon
dude.
Moxley do to you, bro?
Dude, Jon Moxley has saved this company. There wouldn't be a damn AEW if the guy wasn't here.
Saved the company when you had fucking Will Ospreay killing himself every week, putting on some of the most incredible matches that you, me, Tom, and Susie have ever fucking seen.
I don't want to be that guy. You want me to be that guy?
Be that guy, Reg.
Where Will Ospreay at?
He's fucking hurt. And fine. How about this?
Dude. Yes.
How about this, Reg? How about this? All right.
Who hasn't been hurt? Who's here every week?
Hold on. Pause. All right, you want to play this game?
Let's play this game.
Had great fucking matches and is still fucking there and is a great champion, a great promo. Oh yeah, and was ranked like what number on the PWI list?
Oh.
My friends, you know who I'm talking about. Hangman Adam Page.
He was
All right.
ranked number
You
4,
want to talk?
2 slots
You
after
want
him.
to talk? He shouldn't have been below John Moxley.
It
You
was 2
want
slots
to talk?
after him.
Reginald, you want to talk about a guy who is putting on great work and is still there? Okay.
He wasn't there every week, though. Is he there every week?
Was
Now,
John Moxley fucking wrestling every week?
Yes, dude. He
Hangman
wrestles on
Page.
every show.
Hangman,
Both
what
shows.
does it matter if the matches
Both
were
shows.
great?
Oh, see,
Hey,
this is you being
okay,
biased, though.
and then also
you can't say he does this and then I say he
wrestlers
does it,
good
and then you're like,
matches?
no, actually not.
Reg,
You are
isn't the
biased against John
lifeblood-
Moxley.
Isn't the lifeblood of AEW where the best wrestle?
Yeah, I watched a
So
great
then
match of
shouldn't
John
the
Moxley
best-
last night.
Okay, but we're not talking about last night.
We're not talking about 6 months ago,
we're
Denise.
You brought up the PWI 500, unless last night was included in the PWI 500.
It's out.
We're talking about the period of which that was on.
Again, look at the times. Moxley was champion for most of that. Some of that time, Hangman Adam Page, ready for it, Denise, was at home, dude.
Bro,
it's not the same competition. John Moxley has been on Collision and Dynamite. Let me tell you, Hangman Adam Page don't even work Collision, my homegirl. Like, what? I don't even know. It's not the same thing. He don't even be there on Collision. So how is this the same?
Look, it is 100%. I stand by what I said. I believe that Hangman and Will should have been ranked above Mox.
Cause I do too. I'm not even arguing with you, but it's not about who the It's not about who the best wrestlers are. Again,
I'm not on the committee.
Again, not about the best wrestlers. If it was the best wrestler, I would have said Bryan Danielson's retired, but he's still number 1. It's not how this works. Cody Rhodes is number 1. What do you want from me?
Reg, I understand how it works. But it ain't even working the way you're making it seem like it's supposed to be working.
Listen, what are the 2 top promotions, Denise?
I don't know. None of them. I'm mad.
WWE and AEW.
No, they're not. It's not WWE
Those
and AEW.
are the 2 top promotions. The 2 top guys were the 2 top champions of the promotion. It's actually very simple. It's
all right,
laid
so
out
then
there
basically the PWI 500 is just put whoever's champion. Now, does it count if we don't even see the championship belt and if the champion wasn't even good? Don't matter as long as he's champion? All right, well then just tell us that. Then don't be sitting here telling me, oh, it's what he did.
I told you that
he had the strap. Just say that then.
I told you that when it came out, but you weren't listening to me. You were trying to make it seem like John Moxley was the greatest AEW world champion that ever stepped foot on planet Earth. He is.
Okay, you see, that's where you lose the argument, Reg. That is where you lose the argument.
He is.
Even people,
who's better?
Even people that may have been on your side, hearing you say that you thought John Moxley was a great champion during this last reign are like, all right, bruh, you lost me.
The greatest, not just off the last reign, off in totality.
That's insane. And I 100% disagree.
Who's better?
Oh, what about your bestie? What about your fave?
Oh.
You're telling me Swerve Strickland didn't have a better run?
I'm taking personal bias out of this again,
This
Denise.
has nothing to do with personal bias. Swerve Strickland
personal
alone was a
bias
stronger
out of this.
champion.
Only the moment and him, it's a more important, but better, that's subjective. More important for sure. Better, I don't know.
All right, we're bending the rules over here. Reg is out here manipulating water, okay?
I am not.
Reg is trying to make this stand, all right?
I don't know why you got such a beef with John Moxley. He's a great guy.
I'm done with you, Reg. All right, I'm done. I can't with you. All right, we got Denise here who says, great timing. Just woke up 3 a.m. here in Melbourne. Oh my God, go back to sleep, Tenruze. You cannot be up at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. is crazy to be like, I just woke up. I mean, you woke up like 3 hours after 3 a.m., Denise, so not that bad.
No, but still, I ain't going to wake up at 3 a.m. There's no way.
0%.
We got well-rounded Leo here who says, Tony needs to do something to give Riho some character, like give her a manager or do a package video of her. She is, I'm sorry you know nothing about her. I never even heard her voice. Hey, I'm
Leo,
with you.
what is your beef with Riho?
Let's have Riho. I'm with Riho getting more of a spotlight. I'm with Riho getting packages and, more to build her up as a wrestler. I'm with that.
I think Leo has a beef with Riho because every time he's like, I don't know anything about her. Just find your own video packages, my homie. Like it's not that she's not even in any story right now. If anybody needs a story, This is going to sound even crazier. I think we could transition to our next little segment in Dynamite. Listen, the greatest of all time. No debate.
Mercedes. You want to talk about Mercedes? All right,
totally
let's talk about Mercedes.
I totally do. The greatest of all time, Denise. You know, I come on this show all the time and say it. But at this point, I think she needs a concrete, real life story to be told.
I've been saying this for like the last year.
What? Why? What's going on? Like, I'm loving it. Of course, I'm a sick freak. You could have all the matches in the world, but like, somebody needs to try something. Like, you can't just like, she has the feud for 2 weeks, she beats him and then moves on.
I've been saying that for the last year.
Who's gonna be the one? Why is Willow mixed up with FTR stuff when the shit is just right here, my dudes? Like, just what if you
I've been saying that for the last year.
Don't see Willow? Every time Willow's on TV, I'm like, I don't think they see Willow. She's right there, dude. Like, just do something.
We've had this discussion before where I was like, I kind of want Mercedes. Like, Mercedes always has great matches. We know that, right? But part of the issue and I noticed this at Revolution when oh God, who did she face again at Revolution? Hold on one second.
Oof.
Hold on, let me pull it up one second.
That was some time, my homie.
This is when I was thinking about I was thinking about this. Yeah, we were there. Hold on. We're not that. It's 6 a.m. Let me think here for a second. Okay, it was Momo. Momo. It was Momo.
Oh yeah, good match. Really good match.
Okay, yes, really good match. Reg, we were there. Did the crowd care?
Ooh, I was angry and sad at the crowd, honestly, Denise.
But how you much can't they blame care. The crowd there because they.
I hate wrestling crowds, but that's a different thing.
You can't blame the crowd on that one, and that was the moment that solidified it to me, where I was like, okay, you know what, Mercedes, yes, we know is always going to have a great match, but here's the thing, though, the people did not care. They weren't invested in it. They weren't invested. They did not care. And that's an issue. So I have, like, since Revolution, in fact, I think if we go back and we watch the Revolution review, I said that. I'm like, dude, we need to give Mercedes Moné more stories, because if not, she's just going out there with literally whomever. Like, they're just like banking on it being like, okay, well, she's going to have a good match, so whatever.
I think
but there needs to be more.
You said it right there, Denise, and you have been saying it. I will be on your side. Fans can't get invested if there's not a story. Like, matches, sickos, I'm invested because I love Mercedes. But, like, in order to, like you said, we get to the pay-per-view when we have the big match and we want that to be a compelling story and a compelling match. Fans are never into it because all the Mercedes matches just seem like, who wants to fight? And somebody says, yeah, and we're in. But it'd be a lot better if there were stories behind it.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, we got Bill 74 here who says, no, actually, hold on one second. I forgot to talk about Lacey Lane, who answered the open challenge as the former Kaden Carter. So that one's interesting, honestly. I think that, there's been a couple of people from WWE that were released. I probably would have maybe put like 3 other people that I would have imagined in this spot, maybe before the former Kaden Carter. Yep. And the only reason I say that is because Kaden Carter always did a decent job on TV, but she was never somebody that her act with Casey, they never really got over to a certain extent. They kind of were always stuck in the same spot. And I recall talking about this on NXT. I recall talking about it when they moved to the main roster. It was always, these girls are fun in the ring together, but they haven't necessarily stuck at, like, you were even seeing them, like, even when they were champions at one point, they were just behind the scenes. Like, they were never put in the forefront whatsoever at all. Like, they were just there. And so sadly, that kind of makes it very easy to forget them. And on the bright side of that, she didn't stay forgotten. She came out. She got hired by AEW. So this is really her chance, Lacey Lane, to basically rebuild herself completely. It's like starting from scratch, because I don't even know if I would count that much of what she did in WWE.
Right, and there wasn't a lot of single stuff, and at that time, Denise, the women's tag division they didn't care at all about it when they were champions, so it was like you barely saw her. This was pretty interesting, I thought. On Grapsity, a lot of people were like, it's going to be Izzy. It's going to be Izzy. I'm like, what? They're not going to have a WWE lore story be told on the show. That just doesn't. It never made sense to me to have Izzy on there.
AEW has done WWE things.
Not like that. Not like, hey, let's talk about.
They've done things that
have
like,
they done any
technically happened on
have
the
they
show.
done anything that's attached? Like this was attached to a specific match that happened. Like you have only way you know Izzy
Hey,
is
this
if
is
you know
right.
this
But they
match
could have done
from
it
this
though.
thing.
They could have done it. They could have been like, "Suck it, we did it first." It's a competition, Reg.
Don't say shit about the competition. They suck. They're awful.
Reg, it's a competition. You gotta if you have the means to do something first, fucking do it.
Do something first by saying, "Hey, this happened on the other show."
Hey, look, she's but she's not a little girl anymore. She's a young woman. They didn't have to like they could still do something like that if they wanted to.
She wouldn't have.
Look, all I know is that I did see people that were like, "Oh yeah, the opponent was not that big of a surprise." I think some people were expecting a bigger surprise. Like it did very, very low social media traction numbers from what I saw. Because
this one felt like
people didn't really know her.
This one felt like their expectations. They did it to themselves. This is fantasy booking. A lot of people were saying names of people that aren't even from Florida. What if it's Dakota Kai? Dakota Kai ain't from America, you fools. What are you guys even talking about? So when she came out and they're like, she's from Florida, and it's kind of crazy, Denise. She got a pretty good little pop in Daily.
Does she have to be from Florida? She could just live in Florida.
No, I think Mercedes was like, I want to wrestle somebody from Florida. And everybody's like, well,
like you had to be born in a Florida hospital.
Or like my residency is Florida. She feels like a Florida girl. And so.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. If you live in Florida, then you count as a Florida person.
Right.
I don't know where Dakota lives.
No, I don't think.
Does she live in Florida?
She's like from overseas. I wouldn't say like
yeah,
she
but does
lives
she live
in
here?
Florida. That's like I wouldn't say
right,
somebody
but you could be overseas, but then you haven't like had a house there in like 3 years or whatever.
But you don't say you're from that place. Like I say I live in Oakland, but I'm from Bakersfield. I never say I'm from Oakland. I live in Oakland. You feel me? Like nobody could come here and be like, I'm facing Righteous Reg, the Oakland wrestler, because I live in Oakland, but I'm from somewhere else. Do you feel me?
I feel like if you say I'm from Oakland, I feel like that's fine because you live in Oakland.
But I don't.
But then when you get into the weeds of it, then you can be like, oh well, I was born in fucking Bakersfield, born and raised in Bakersfield, and I moved to Oakland, and I've been in Oakland for X amount of years. And if you say, oh, I'm from Oakland, that's fine with me because you've lived there for whatever time period.
I don't say. Let me rephrase. If someone from Oakland says that, I don't say I'm from Oakland. Maybe that's the distinction. So if somebody on the internet is like,
we're reading way too much into this. I don't care if you're from Florida, live in Florida, you were there for the weekend. As long as you're there in Florida, get the fuck in there. I don't care.
I think really fun match though.
I think we put way too much emphasis on the Florida part.
It's too early. We're going on weird tangents. I'm like, why are we talking about fucking Florida? Who cares?
We're getting into the weeds here.
Really fun match though. I mean, it wasn't the biggest surprise. I don't think like she set the world on fire with this match, but she had a fun one with Mercedes. There's some spots where it felt like she was comfortable, and that little rope thing, the pile driver on the rope bit, but she did it into like a pedigree. That was fun. There was she kicked Mercedes pretty hard at one point. Like she made a little mark there. Yeah, no, not at all. I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe they put this person on. Like, I would definitely like to see her wrestle some more.
That's why I see this as her starting from scratch in a way.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
She's got to rebuild her name, rebuild who she is, and sort of erase the stigma that, that they were low card acts on WWE. Like that's what you got to do. You got to erase all of that. And like
essentially she's a brand new wrestler, right? Like that's what she feels like to me.
Yeah, because we didn't see that much of them over on the WWE side.
Right. Whatever. Where's the homegirl at? Is she also going to be here? Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
Oh, Ricochet.
Oh, that's his ex, right? Yeah. I mean, there's no problem. God, there's so
I don't
many
think there's beef.
Wrestling.
Yeah, there's so many.
It's like at this point, like I would say half the people in there got an ex.
That's a fact. I mean, Penelope and Megan Bain are in a tag team, and they like,
Ford can be in a tag
They've
team.
been in a tag team for so long at this point too.
That is it. You cannot no unless you're Latina, then I get it because I would
It's
never
a different.
take my fucking husband's biatch. No thanks. All right, we'd be forever enemies. I don't care if she's the nicest person on the planet.
Denise
We will
just put that
never
on.
be a fucking tag team. All right.
Denise
I'm
just
gonna
put
have
that
to
on
list
all the
out my
white women.
Latina card on that one. Okay.
That's a fact. I'm with you though. That makes a lot of sense. Like there's a line, I think.
Yeah. Everybody else, go right ahead. Be friends with your besties. I don't care. Me, be friends with the ex. Me, hells no. Okay.
You can't.
Hells no, bro. I'm still mad. I'm like legit mad that my husband back in the day went on a motherfucking date with this girl to the Britney Spears concert. Reg, I love Britney Spears. I've never seen Britney Spears in concert. And my husband went with another woman.
No, he can't talk about Britney Spears at this point. He's like, Britney, oh, no, just kidding. I was talking about somebody else. That's crazy. I would have never, like, knowing you, like, I would have never told you that as your husband because I know you're going to be mad forever. Or
we know everything about each other, Reg.
At least I would have taken you to a Britney Spears concert post.
She hasn't toured.
Yeah, that's
like
the issue. Damn, that sucks. Unfortunate.
And if she did, I just never made it out to the shows, you know?
She did that Las Vegas thing for a while.
Right. I didn't make it over there, but I got to finish my story and he's got to take me to a Britney Spears concert. And then we can move on and I won't mention it. Although I'll mention it the whole time while we're there at the Britney Spears concert.
I don't know. Them Britney Spears dancing in her room videos be kind of
like I'm a Britney Spears fan. He's not a Britney Spears fan. What was he doing at a Britney Spears concert?
It's Britney, bitch. What do you mean? Of course, I would have been there too if a woman wants to go. Taylor Swift. Last week we talked about him and Taylor Swift. This week,
that was on the Patreon, so
wow, what
people might be out of the loop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Bill 74 here. Bill, thank you so much. He says, big up to you guys. Send love from the UK. I'm convinced Tony's a great booker of pay-per-views, but really struggles to book TV shows with stories. You know, this is something that has been a criticism for a while now. I think there are certain stories that you can tell get a little bit more attention than perhaps some other stories. So I do think we see some of that, not with every storyline, of course, but with a couple. Reg, what do you think?
Booking weekly wrestling TV is maybe impossible on all levels. I think there's think of all of history of the greatest TV times of your life. A lot of it's like what Denise just described now. Like not every single, when the Attitude Era, when Stone Cold Steve Austin was going crazy, there was also like Mae Young having a hand. Like there's like it's not all 100% big hitter TV. I think that American TV bookers are scared across the board to book one-on-one matches with stakes or like that really mean anything. I think
they're
see
scared
so
to
many
sacrifice people.
Yeah, they're scared of wrestlers taking losses. They're scared of even booking some people against each other just because of how wrestling works. And I think that's played out on TV. Like we see so many multi-man and multi-people matches when like if there was one-on-one, like to next week we got this top star versus this top star and there's stakes and there's a title on the line and we believe that the champion could lose, like that, all that stuff, it doesn't exist in American wrestling because it's so consistent. They have to think about next week. They have to think about 3 weeks. So they're just booking a lot, not on the go, but they're booking a different philosophy than like every show is super significant because they just know they have the next one next week.
That's why so much of it is predictable, where you can look at something and be like, for the most part, you can be like, hey, I know for a fact this person's not going to lose to that person.
Right. And that I hate that that's how wrestling is. Or if they book a match, Denise, they're like, well, this person's going to win because the next match or this thing, because it's always about the next match. Can we live in the now? Wrestling will never live in the now. And I just want them to so bad.
We always live in the what's next.
Hate it.
But that's where we're at. All right. Thank you so much, Bill. We got Tenruza here who says, when is the intervention for Denise Swift cult? Here's the thing. I am tired of people saying that I'm in a cult. There are people that are legitimately in cults. Cults stop you from living your life, okay? Meanwhile, I am out here living my life.
I was going to say that didn't really go against what you're saying because you you just told us about spending 20 hours watching.
Because that's what's
Taylor
my
Swift
choice. I wanted to do that.
You can watch 20 hours of Taylor
choice.
Swift in a bunker of a cult too.
Oh yeah, for sure. You want to know a fucking cult? Let me fucking tell you about a fucking cult. You're lucky I ain't even gonna go there, but I will go there.
We're in it, brother.
Exactly. You want me to really start talking about cults
We're
on
in
this
it.
channel? Because I will get into that.
I mean, the homie woke up at 3 a.m. to listen to us talk about wrestling.
So wait, are we in a cult?
We are. We're the cult, Denise. What do you mean?
I think people are losing meaning of what a cult actually is.
That's a fact.
And as a person who watches a shit ton of cult documentaries, let me tell you. Whatever, that's all I'm going to say.
It's
I stopped
dangerous.
right there at let me tell you.
This ain't a cult.
So funny. You can, it's funny because you can literally be passionate about anything and people are like, oh yeah, that person has a passion. Woo, woo, woo. But when it comes to Taylor Swift, it's like, woo. Because she's a woman and she's successful and she's got so many people talking about her all the time. They're like, oh, wow, because it's Taylor Swift, it's a cult. I have been hearing this, Reg, since before Taylor was even as big as she is now. For years and years and years. Oh, you're in a cult. But if I say, hey, I like Lana Del Rey, they're like, oh, that's nice. We don't give a fuck. If I say, oh, I like Britney Spears, oh, that's nice. I don't give a fuck. If I say, oh, I like Camila Cabello or Sabrina Carpenter or Olivia Rodrigo, they're like, oh, we don't give a fuck. I mentioned, oh, I like Taylor Swift. Well, let me give you my 30-minute TED Talk on what I think about Taylor Swift. And it happens like that every single time. By the way, if you are a non-Taylor Swift fan, we do not care about your Taylor Swift opinion, FYI. That is what it's like. Can you imagine, Reg? What are you a fan of? Okay, wrestling. You're a fan of wrestling, right?
Let's use hip-hop as an example.
Let's say you say, oh, I am a wrestling fan. And then someone who wasn't a wrestling fan sat there and gave you their opinion on wrestling and told you that you were wrong for being a Taylor Swift fan. Oh, by the way, I recognize that's not what Tenruz is doing, but this is what it's like to be a Swiftie, by the way, where people will sit there and tell you, well, this is why you shouldn't be a fan. And I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell me what I should be a fan of? But that happens. That's been happening to me. And to Swifties,
I'm a wrestling fan.
As a fan, our entire lives. The people will be like, well, why are you a Taylor Swift fan? Well, let me sit here and tell you my 30-minute opinion on Taylor Swift. Well, guess what? I don't care about your opinion about Taylor Swift.
Wow. I wish more wrestling fans on the internet were like you, Denise, because when someone that's never seen wrestling in their life is like, what is this fake shit? And then everybody's like, oh my God, I got to come out to defend against this random person who doesn't give a shit. It makes me so angry when everybody's dunking. I was like, who cares? They don't even, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time doing this? This doesn't even affect you.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, though. But that's what it's like where people will do that to you. And it's like, I don't do that to anybody. If you're like, oh, I'm a big football fan. Cool. All right. I'm not like a big fan. Okay, whatever. But I don't care if you are a big fan or not.
You get very triggered.
Oh, people like, oh, I love video games. I don't like video games. I think playing video games is a waste of time. Do I tell people?
Well, hey, don't say that, Denise.
Exactly.
Don't say that.
I keep that shit to myself. I don't go on a fucking 40-minute rant to a video gamer
don't say
and tell them that. You see what I'm saying, though?
You're trying to get us canceled out here, Denise.
No, but
those are fighting words.
Saying, Reg, is that I would never tell someone directly that if that is their passion. I would say, okay, that is your passion. Go have a fucking blast. As long as you're not hurting anybody.
This is so funny. It's like when I was vegan for a little bit. And then you mentioned that you're vegan, and the first people are like, vegans are so annoying, and I'd always be like, no, you know who's more annoying? Meat eaters. When you say you're vegan, and they're like, I could never. Oh my God, sit down. Let me talk to you for an hour. I'm like, it doesn't have anything
like that too, though. Like vegans are like that too, where they're like, oh, what, you eat meat?
Totally.
And I've seen it from both sides.
But as someone who was on the other side, the amount of meat eaters that did that same thing, it was an insane amount. I'd always have to be like, shut the fuck up. I don't care about protein. Get out of my fucking face. What about protein? Suck protein's dick and get out of my face. That's why they got
to vegetarians too. Like
that's why there's
like, oh, you don't eat meat. How dare you?
That's why they have fucking protein and Pop-Tarts now, because you goddamn protein people. What is the deal?
Here's the thing though. It's like, okay, fine. If you don't eat meat, do not shame someone for not eating meat. And if you do eat meat, don't give them the whole "you're killing animals." Like, bitch, we gotta survive. All right, we
Same
gotta
way.
survive.
I can't be.
Gonna call me after that one.
You're dead, dude.
I'm done.
Gamers are after you, Denise. PETA's after you. Got the worst of the people after. You're done here. We're canceled.
What's worse, having gamers after you or PETA? I think it's PETA.
No, dude, there's
I want to mess with PETA.
Do you see streams now? There's a gazillion gamers now, and they're crazy.
So you think gamers are stronger than PETA?
Because I want no beef
with neither PETA nor gamers.
So I said Colts again. Sorry, they can get their supporters to come after you.
I'm just saying, look, if you're passionate about something and it's not causing any harm to the outside world nor yourself, it is not a cult. Now, if you're being brainwashed and you're causing harm and danger, then my friend, you probably are in a cult.
This is our Thursday
Or you're like worshiping a false god, you know? I don't sit down and fucking pray to Taylor Swift.
There's not candles? You don't have lit Taylor Swift candles?
I don't be like, oh, Taylor Swift, please take care of me. Make sure that, you know, my family's safe or whatever.
Won't she do it? Please help us out of this, Taylor.
My house is on fire. Taylor, please help me. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God, Tangent! You guys stop bringing up Taylor Swift. It really triggers Denise. No,
well, because whatever. I ain't gonna continue.
See, she was going on again. I
will go on forever. Stop me! Stop me! Someone stop me! Oh my
God!
Or Tenruz is like, I just made a joke.
I was trying to do a bit. Holy shit! This is what happened. She's nuts.
Blake Smith Music says, what's up, guys? Over the past year, I have gotten my friends to watch AEW with me, and now they're huge fans. We watch every week now. I feel like a proud dad. LOL. My friend's fave is the Young Bucks. Wow, Blake Smith, I gotta tell you, what you accomplished is a huge feat. I have been a fan my entire life, okay? I have never converted one fucking friend to become a wrestling fan ever in my entire life. Reg, have you?
No, only wrestling fans that I've ever had already liked wrestling. I've never been like, hey, sit down and watch this. And somebody be like, wow, like 0% of the time. And that is a feat like Denise is describing. It's almost impossible. I didn't even know it was a thing at this point. Shout out to your friends for liking the Young Bucks. They're the best that ever did it.
Yo, that's hella crazy. Honestly,
I haven't.
I'm honestly very proud of Blake Smith.
Yeah. Seriously. Anytime I've said, hey, watch wrestling person, they're always like, I don't want to watch that shit. Leave me alone.
You know what we should do? We should start going to the mall and trying to convert people to be wrestling fans. You know, someone tried to convert me again at the mall last week.
Oh, shit. We'll carry little wrestling pamphlets and be like, listen, watch it. Have you ever seen Stone Cold Steve Austin? Do you know the truth?
Dude, I panicked, by the way. So quick story. So remember I told you last time when I went to Huntington Beach, someone tried to like get me to like get in their, I don't know, like surfer beach cult dude.
There you go again. There it is, cult.
Right. And I was like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm out. It happened to me again. This time, not in Huntington Beach, in Glendale. I was at the Glendale Galleria.
Of course.
And I was walking and some two women came up to me and they were like, do you want to join our Bible study? And I looked at them and I said, no, I'm atheist. And I lied though, Reg. And then I felt horrible about it. And I called my grandma and I called my mom and my grandma. So first I called my mom and I was like, Mom, am I going to go to hell because I said I was atheist? And she was
not like, how that works.
She was like, denouncing God is not a good thing. She thought you might
That's
go.
True.
And I was oh no.
So I don't know the full rules.
I called my grandma and I was like, am I cooked? I said I was an atheist when it wasn't true. And I was like, am I in trouble? And she was like, no, because God knows that that's not how you really feel. You were just trying to like get rid of these girls. And I was like, okay, my soul is saved.
Shout out to Grams knowing the intricate little details. Like she was like, oh no,
that's a cult right there, bro. Where they got you so scared that you said one little fib and you're like, I'm going to fucking hell. I'm cooked.
And you don't know what Bible study could have actually meant.
Yeah, I don't know. But I felt horrible though that I lied. Like I didn't feel horrible that I lied. I felt horrible that I said I was something that I was not.
You had to. That's the only way to get out of this situation and not die potentially.
Anyway, so yeah, they're around. All right. W Stein 79 says, it was great to see Kaden, but I wanted Dakota Kai. Reg, you want to?
I'm like, Dakota's, she's not from Florida, you guys. Like she lives there.
Probably. She counts. I'm sorry, but she counts in my opinion.
And who knows if she still even lives there? We don't even know these things.
By the way, we got Freak51 who says, Denise, do you have a turntable for T-Swift vinyls? I don't know what a turntable is. Is that the actual thing?
Like a
No,
record
I just
player.
collect them because they're pretty pictures.
Like you don't open them, right?
I mean, I open them from the package, but I don't play them though. I don't have like
You,
an
you
actual
take the
vinyl
plastic
player.
off of them?
Are we not supposed to?
They're collector's items. You're supposed to keep them inside the thing.
Oh, I didn't know. I take them all out.
Why? You're not even playing them.
I don't know because I thought they were nice and they should be open.
But you're not gonna sell them, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not planning on selling my stuff. I literally buy them because I just like that they're big, pretty pictures.
Right. You just
like
think
I
they're
buy
cool.
them for the image. Like I don't buy them to play.
I guess they'll still be in pretty pristine condition.
They
for
are
like
pretty pristine.
when your kid,
I take care of them.
when you die, and then your kid's like, I'm getting the Taylor Swift shrine that my mom had, and they could sell it. That's all I'm thinking about.
Oh no, it's gonna be in my will that they can't sell my shit.
What? Why?
Because
you're so selfish, Denise.
Look, Reg, I don't know how much money I'm gonna make. I'm not gonna be able to leave much. I was thinking about this yesterday. I don't know why I was thinking about. Yes, I was thinking about generational wealth and how I've never known generational wealth. Yeah. Have you, Reg? I haven't.
Fuck no.
I'm like, I can't name you. I could probably name you. I can't even name you one rich Mexican that I know. That's really sad. And I started thinking to myself, oh my God, like I'm really the first like part of my generation that could literally probably if I put my head together and actually make a real living. Then I started thinking to myself,
oh wow,
I don't actually think I can make like, you know, millions and millions of dollars, like so much money that I can pass that down to my children. And then I started thinking like, oh, my poor children, they still ain't gonna know generational wealth.
Damn, all they're gonna know is this big shrine to Taylor Swift that's worth a lot of money.
I got to pass down, Reg.
It's worth a lot of money, but in the will, your mom's like, you can't have it though. I'm gonna be buried with it. You freak.
You never think about that? Like what you're gonna pass down to your kids?
I'm not having kids. I'm not passing shit down.
That's terrible, Reg.
It's just me.
What are you? So what what's gonna happen to your stuff? Look at Reg. He's thinking now.
I don't know. I don't know. What's gonna happen to my stuff?
Some stranger's gonna be looking at your family photos, reading your diary.
Damn, what do you do with your stuff if you don't have people to give it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about the other day. I get very deep in my thoughts. Yeah.
It means something to me, so throw it away.
We got Ten Ruza here who says we won't see Escobar in AEW. Got a new Fed deal. I haven't seen that. I thought he wasn't. I thought he was done.
I haven't been on the internet. Maybe this is a new thing. I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Grimley here says, I'm working, so I just came to support. I'll watch the video later. DWO for life. Thank you, Mr. Grimley. And he was also nice enough to drop 10 DWO memberships. Thank you so much, Mr. Grimley. Seriously. All right. We got Gio here who says, Mox is going to surpass T-Swift soon. Watch DD. I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
Gio.
I gotta behave myself. I've been a little lunatic today.
Yeah, you're off your things. That Taylor Swift just like Denise pulls out a sword and starts slicing fools. What's going on? And I still want to get into it. Maybe on our Patreon pod.
All right, we got Shelton. Oh, I got something special for our Patreon pod today. We got Sheldon Jackson who says, don't forget Hangman lost to Jay White on pay-per-view twice, lost a world title, 4-way at World's End, which falls into the same time period as the PWI 500. Oh yeah, Sheldon Jackson, by the way, you're a heel now. Bye. Sheldon Jackson's been asking the DWO community for
that fast
with Reg.
Damn, Sheldon Jackson has been a ride or die Death Riders for the DWO, and Denise is like, you're gone, like that fast.
Well-rounded Leo says, Reg, my beef is the way Tony presents his wrestlers. I can't have a beef with Riho because I know nothing about her.
You bring her up so often, though. But
Thank you, Leo.
It's wrestling across the board, Leo. It's not, as I've tried to get off today, like every promoter is the same. Tony's just following along with what history has been presented, you know?
All right, we got Daniel Robledo here who says, thought AEW was better than NXT last night. More violence, more action. Don't care if people disagree. You shouldn't care, honestly. If that's how you feel, man, go for it. Yeah, I always say when it comes to tribalism, like, I don't give a damn what people like or don't like. Like, it's up to you, man. Like what you want.
I hope you like something. That's what I leave out of it with. Like, you can't hate at all. That really sucks more than anything.
Right, exactly. Thank you, Daniel. We got Leo here who says wrestling needs to bring back jobber matches and put important matches on pay-per-view. It will help with story and make the stakes higher. Nah, I disagree with this. That's why I stopped
Mm-mm.
watching Collision. We had
Yep.
so many of those matches where I was like, why the hell am I tuning in to see Bob number 2
Yeah.
versus Adam Copeland?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. If you put those, we've seen those matches and done on TV, and people just tune out. They do not care about them. Trying to build a guy, the best way to build a guy is putting him against other heavy hitters, or build a woman or a person is put them against other people that are great. Seeing somebody squash somebody only goes so far. We get bored of it pretty quick. They have to find a good balance between, we have enough wrestlers where we can put some amazing heavy hitters on TV and still have the top guys do their thing in on the pay-per-views. They need to start spreading the wealth. There's a lot of people that are in the back, not having matches, sitting in catering that could be on TV, so we don't have to see the same guys every week.
Thank you, Leo. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, so you really want me gone, Denise? It's been real. People, I guess I'm gone. You can't get rid of me, Denise, and you know it.
All the memberships he's gifted throughout this time, Denise, and this is how he does. This is how he's treated on a Wednesday.
All because of John Moxley.
Mox, man, damn Mox. It's hatred.
I'm beefing it with John Moxley.
You're
That's what we
beefing.
learned today, okay? That's what we learned today. Thank you, Sheldon.
Mhm.
We also got Ninja Keith here, who's a brand new DWO
Let's
member.
go.
Thank you so much, Keith.
That's the homie.
Very cool, very cool. Alrighty. Hangman Page and Samoa Joe face to face. This was good, man. This was heated. I like the back and forth. I like what I like how Hangman Page was tired of people second guessing him as champion, basically saying, I show you who I am in the ring, and I'm kind of tired of, all of this BS that I've been getting. I also like how Hangman Page brought up the fact that he wasn't expecting Samoa Joe to act the way that he did last week. This is what Hangman Page needed. He needed a foe like Samoa Joe that would go and basically...
Are you rapping?
He needed someone like Samoa Joe.
Denise is spitting. That's someone like Samoa Joe that could go with the flow. I'm like, what's going on here?
Samoa Joe can go, and he's gonna fuck. I lost
all right,
him.
all right.
No. Samoa Joe can go. He's gonna go for the gold.
Nope. That doesn't.
He's gonna break the mold.
Nope. I like the person
better. He's gonna try to make Hangman fold.
All right, that's terrible.
This is never gonna get old.
It got old
because this is hot, not cold.
Okay. Yep. Come on, you got a couple more. You got at least 3 more.
I mean, I already named everything. Oh, gold. I said gold. Mold,
gold was your
cold,
first one.
Sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yep. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, got some words in there.
I don't know what Cohen's on. We can't be doing early pods, Denise. We go on some sick ass tangents.
Something always happens on these early shows.
It's crazy. But yeah, I thought there was a lot of intensity in this, and I saw a lot of people on social media being like, this is what we wanted to kind of complete why they're even fighting in the first place. This Samoa Joe as a baby face is awesome. He's great. He's such a cool character. But this Samoa Joe of I've been waiting to say something to your punk ass. We saved you. You wouldn't be here if the ops didn't come down and help you with John Moxley.
This promo was so bold.
Yeah, this just like him being like, you're not a good champion. I don't. Was so bold. I just got that. Terrible. Him being like, you're not a good champion. The reason that I'm in the wrestling business is to fight the champion. I've been having a good time with the ops. We're doing this thing over here with the trios belts, but I want to beat you up because I've been wanting to beat you up and I owe you one. And Hangman being just like what you're saying, Denise, of every time I get into a big feud with somebody, they're saying the same thing. I'm not a champion. I'm not ready to be champion. I can't carry this belt. Even when I'm carrying the belt right now, you guys have seen me be champion and you're still doubting me. So say all you want, Samoa Joe, but when the bell rings, you're probably going to have a good time beating me up. But in the end, I'm going to do like I always do. Buckshot Lariat, fools are dead. I thought he showed a lot of intensity. He showed that he's the world champion and not going to let anybody back down. But Samoa Joe, this is all you need to tell a story with him, of him just being angry and being like, I want to beat your ass.
Yeah, I'm with you. By the way, also Ninja Keith also sent in a super sticker. Thank you so much, Keith. That's very nice of you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes.
We got Reese here who says, damn, Denise, you were mighty bold on what you told on how Joe sold.
All right, you guys, not other people too. Don't encourage. Don't feed the animals.
You know, everybody listening to this pod right now is like, all right, I'm going to try to rhyme all of these words. We're all busting out our inner Dr. Seuss.
The fact that you reference Dr. Seuss for a rhyme.
Dr. Seuss is GOAT when it comes to like rhymes.
GOAT, you say? Dr. Seuss is better than Jay-Z, is what you're saying? That's what you're saying?
I'm not talking about Jay-Z, okay? I'm talking about Dr. Seuss, okay? Put some respect on Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss is better than Marshall Mathers Eminem at rhymes? That's what you're saying right now?
I'm saying that I like Dr. Seuss, okay?
Dr. Seuss is better than
leave
Cardi
Dr.
B
Seuss alone.
And Nicki Minaj. Their feud, he's better than both of those women? Is that what you're saying here?
Hey, team Dr. Seuss, that's all I'm saying, okay?
The original rhymer.
My favorite, actually, he kind of rhymes on some, but my favorite writer for children's books is actually Shel Silverstein. Silverstein.
What's the book?
He does like a bunch of books. They're like they're chapter books, but they have like a bunch of like they have which one's this one? Oh yeah, A Light in the Attic. Falling Up. You ever seen those?
There's one that I know I read one of them.
No, I'm sure you have. I'm pretty sure you have. It's just a black and white cover. And it has like funny characters and they're all like cartoonish. And
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, I love his books. Is it Silverstein or Silverstein?
I don't know. Could be either.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, dude is great. I like his books. I credit him for making me like reading when I was a kid.
Oh, shout out to him. That's why I had
for reals. Yeah.
I had the homie Mick Foley. Shout out to Mick Foley. Bang bang. Like he was he was in my top 10 for so long because like 13 years old, he got me to read a 400-page book and like.
Oh fuck, we started differently. I read Mick Foley's Christmas Chaos.
Yeah, no, I read the first Mick Foley book when I was like 13. When like getting somebody to read 400 pages who hated reading is like that's a feat. I'll always praise Mick Foley for that.
No, my first wrestling book was Mick Foley's Christmas Chaos. I got it as a Christmas gift when I was a little kid, and I was like, "Ha, this is so funny."
I don't even remember that one.
You know, okay, it was really cute. It was just a Christmas book about wrestlers, and they're doing goofy shit, and it's very fun. And then my first book that I read of a wrestler was the Kurt Angle biography. And I really liked it because I think I really liked Kurt. Like as a young person, I liked Kurt's determination and I liked his work ethic and how like he was like a machine, you know, and I liked that. I remember sitting in the hallway actually reading a book.
Totally. That's exactly how I felt like about Mick Foley. The best wrestling ones are the Mick Foley books, the Chris Jericho books, and the Bret Hart books.
Oh, the Chris Jericho book. Yeah. Oh my God. I was like soaring. I still got it right here, actually.
Because they don't have like super ghostwriters. Like they remember so much. Bret Hart documented a lot of his on tape. So it feels better. It doesn't feel like somebody's telling their story. It feels like they're telling their story.
Yeah, I'm with you. Alrighty. We also got Corey MacArthur, the most stylish member of the DWO, says, yo, Denise and Reg, you guys are keeping me entertained while I work. I've been rolling in laughter. Dynamite was overall good. Thank you, Corey.
It's the only thing you know how to do.
I don't know why this always happens in our morning shows. Like our morning shows get so fucked up and derailed. It's hard to explain them. One of our last morning shows, actually, someone sent it to somebody else, and I won't mention any names or anything, but they sent our podcast to somebody. And they were like, hey, if you did not watch this podcast, like you should check out this podcast.
We were wilding. I don't remember what we were doing.
People said it was like our most unhinged episode ever. And I was like, how the hell did that happen? I have no idea how that happened.
We have so many unhinged episodes, though. Like, I don't even remember that.
Yeah. Thank you, Corey. Hopefully your workday goes by fast. We got Keith here who says, hi, Denise. I got a wrestling name for you, and it's Denise Delaware Salcedo as your wrestling name. Fucking Delaware.
Throwback right there, Ninja Keith. I love it.
That is a throwback,
Hell
man.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been studying, okay? I know where Delaware is now.
We're still going to do Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader?
No. You know, for this last Christmas, I did like a little trivia game with the kids. Like, cause there's a lot of kids in my family. When I say kids, I say like, you know, middle school kids, also college and high school. So it's a good little mix, right? Bro, I was the one that was asking the questions and we were doing like whoever gets the answer right. There's a reason why I was the one asking the questions. And when they had the answers, I was like, yo, I don't think I would have gotten that.
Okay, we're not going to play Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? Because we
I
are
already
not
know.
smarter than the fifth grader. Yeah, that's
No,
crazy.
no. My little cousin, he's a sixth grader and he's so fucking smart. And I'm just like, wow, I'm stupid. You know, they were asking me math questions and laughing at me 2 weeks ago at the beach. They were literally asking me math questions and laughing at my answers. I was being bullied by little kids because I'm bad at math.
I'm horrible at math, so I feel for you. I would have been the same way. It's the worst, and I'd never want to go back to school because of it. Thanks a lot.
And then when I did get the answer right, Reg, they laughed at how my brain got there. Because I was like, well, if this plus this is that, then I'm counting my fucking fingers.
It's math. What else are you going to do? You're going to use a calculator, if anything.
What's worse, my husband joined in, bro. He was
Laughing?
bullying me too.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I was like, damn, man.
You're not known for your numbers, though, Denise. You talk for a living.
No, yeah. No. Definitely not. Thank you, Ninja. We got Leo here who says constant star matches on regular TV have made promotions lazy by not having to tell stories, and stars are selfish because they don't want to lose.
I think not having constant star matches is the reason that they've been lazy.
I
think having those matches is not having those matches is the reason that they're lazy, not because they have those matches. Like we don't see a lot of star versus star big main events. If we do, they're in a tag team match or they're in something. It's never like a title on the line. It's sometimes we have tournaments where the guys face off, but that's a part of a tournament. I don't think I necessarily agree.
Thank you, Leo.
Thanks, Leo.
All righty. The other thing that I do, you know what match I really liked and actually hate that we're barely getting to it? It was actually my favorite match of the night. You won't believe it. The Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, really? That was your favorite match?
Yeah, versus Ricochet and the GOA. I got to, I haven't been feeling a lot of the Hurt Syndicate pay-per-view matches.
Yep.
I wasn't feeling this. This one was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Plunder.
There was fight and plunder. I like the spots, guys. What can I say? All right.
I thought that they were gonna wrestle the whole match in the suits. First of all, and
Bobby, I think, did.
For the most part, he did. Yeah, he did. A crazy feat. Like, how do you move around like that? Yeah, this was so many fun little different spots. Ricochet being in control of the gates and kind of being like, do this, and then they're taking out somebody crazy is great. The Hurt Syndicate, I think they just work better in tornado tags. Like them as like we're tagging in a tag match, we have to tag out. No, we need to see these guys having carnage, just going 1,000 miles per hour, crashing people through tables, Lashley hitting spears, Shelton's hitting big knees, MVP's knocking fools out. Like we just need them to be aggressive, crazy, mean, not have any championships held hostage, but just do this kind of fun thing. Ricochet's flying, that front flip he did off of the stage was awesome. The not breaking the table was a little bit unfortunate, but it ended up being a really fun spot with everybody kind of crashing through it. This is the kind of thing that I think people want to see the Hurt Syndicate in. But I think the most part, what I got most out of this, Denise, is I think I want to see Bobby Lashley as he needs to be a contender for somebody's championship. Like I like the stuff that he's doing here, but the moments where he was in control and the crowd was like fucking Lashley, like you could feel like he could still be like a world title contender or like somebody that represents like a big feat to achieve, like trying to beat this guy. Like I think
he should go up against Hangman after Joe.
Right.
I don't know why
why
are we holding back on that idea?
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't feel like something that's not possible on the show.
Like
why the fuck not?
Seeing him last night and the people being like Lashley and waiting for him, and then he starts to go off sparing people and just that big spine buster he did on Toa through the table. It's like this guy could be a killer, and everybody believes that he's going to kill everybody. And Denise, if they paired him up against Hangman Page, a lot of people are going to think they think he's going to win.
Yeah, they will think that. I will literally think that. I'll be like, oh my God, is Tony going to go for it?
Right.
And that's been one of the issues that we have had with Hangman's reign is that we don't have very many guys that we're actually believing that will defeat Hangman Page.
Right. Agreed. Like Samoa Joe, I don't think anybody thinks he's going to win. Do you think he's going to win?
No, I love Samoa Joe and I know the match will be awesome, but I'm not expecting him to win.
Right. And I don't think it's really about that. But if Lashley's in there, it's like, well, we know the history of Lashley, what he's done. He could really beat Hangman Adam Page's ass. He might win the championship.
Yeah, exactly. All right, the Young Bucks take out Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. I was gonna say the Jungle Boys.
The Jungle Boys.
I was thinking the Young
The Jungle Boys. They're
the
a great
Jungle
team.
Boys. The Jungle Boys versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they took out Jurassic Express is their name. I don't know, Denise.
Bro, I haven't said Jurassic Express in such a long time. I forgot that was their name.
Yeah, it was. I like the little that was a squash match, I guess you could say, the Jurassic Express tag. Seeing Jack Perry out there and being reminded that, oh yeah, Jack Perry, he could really go. Like, he knows how to work. Like, he was a big part of this company for a while for a reason, and it's good to see him back in there. I think like splitting him up from Luchasaurus probably was never a good idea, and seeing them together makes so much sense. I like the Young Bucks little bit in this. The Tony Khan money matches they're even more significant now because the Young Bucks are using it as a story thing. Nick Jackson, both of them knocking on Tony Khan's door, being like, "We need a money match. We're poor. I think it's a hella funny story.
Bruh, I'm about to sign up to be a wrestler and fucking
Seriously.
I need a match. Let's go. 100K me versus Reg.
Give me one $500,000 match against Denise. I'll murder her, and it'll be all over.
They should, you know how they had a Speed go in for the Royal Rumble? Mm-hmm. They should do like the poor version of that because Speed's loaded. Speed don't need the money.
He don't need that money at all.
Me and Reg do. So me and Reg, we should be Reg. You go in there. I'll broker your deal and then give me 50%.
I need it bad. I'll give you 20%. That's a lot of
percent. No, 50%, and I'll make sure that you're well taken care of.
50%. You are
50%, but you got to take like a massive like. What would be the equivalent of taking a Braun Breaker spear, but in AEW? What would you take from whom?
There's a lot of stuff. A fucking buckshot lariat. A real one will fuck you up.
What would be like the most scary thing?
Maybe Lashley doing a spear. I don't know. Someone Lashley.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Lashley giving you a spear.
He gives me that big spine buster and then right into a spear. Those are no. I'm good. I don't.
Okay. So that we'll broker that for you. And then I get 50%.
Me against Lashley? No, I'm good. He won. Yeah, I'll just go in there and lay down.
You still get a rate for appearing.
Okay. No, I might make an appearance then. You're right.
I'm sorry, half an appearance. Watching you wrestle Bobby Lashley is fucking funny.
I'll watch.
He would
Lashley.
He could put 1% force and still kick your ass.
So easily. He wouldn't even break a sweat. He could keep all of his suit on with me, the tie and everything. Like, it wouldn't even be a thing.
By the way, Dave Park here says a dive from Darby. Yeah, I'd be like,
coffin drop.
Yo, I'd be fucking no, I would rather take the coffin drop than the dive from Darby.
Oh, the one where he darts out of the ring. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
because it's like that one. You're like trying not to flinch, and you're
hurts.
Like so scared. Yeah, no thanks. And he comes so fast. No thanks.
He's so fast.
Coffin drop is pretty scary too, because you see like his whole body mass coming down on you, though.
Right. And the one that he does as the finish when you're laying down and he lands on you, like that one looks like it hurts a lot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like, even though he's skinny, but he's kind of a lot of bone, so it probably.
Yeah. Sometimes I think bone might hurt more than a little fluff.
All right.
Fluff could be a little soft, maybe laying it a little bit, but bones, it's like, oh.
Bones are hard. They're bones.
Exactly. I think I'd rather be taken out by a fluffy guy.
That's a fact. By Fluffy. Shout out to Fluffy.
Oh, man. Anyways, this match was added to Wrestle Dream. I'm excited to see, Luchasaurus and Jack Perry. We haven't seen them in action in a pay-per-view for such a long time, so I think that'll be fun to see. Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly, TNT title. Kyle Fletcher, the Kyles were here. Kyle Fletcher's been on a freaking roll. Do you feel like this match matched the role that he's been on?
Hell yeah. If you guys didn't like this match, you don't know what no fucking wrestling is. Kyle O'Reilly is one of the best workers in the company. And just for moments like this, like, we need 13 minutes, Kyle. Can you do it? Yes, I can. This match had so many great counters. I posted one on the internet that just made me so happy. Kyle O'Reilly slipping under attempted power bomb or pile driver, just like really did it for me. Kyle Fletcher, Denise, I will say I watch a lot of his matches. Like, don't kill anybody because
he's crazy. Yeah,
throwing those strikes, dude. They look like I'm like, damn, you're gonna hurt somebody really bad, but it also like enhances who he is as a character. He's starting to build himself up into this like not final boss, but like right under the final boss of like, if you're in a match with me, dude, it's gonna be a fucking fight. We're gonna throw strikes. I'm gonna drop you on your head. I'm going to do that big kick that I do in the corner that looks like it hurts. And then I'm going to brain buster and you're out of this. This is a really fun, like in the middle of a kind of show that's filled with a lot, just like two guys just going at it that have kind of similar styles, but kind of different styles that represent something that AEW is all about. And it's just about these kind of spot food, but mixed in with the counter wrestling and crazy strikes. And it's just a really fun match. I liked it a lot.
All right, and we had also Brodito versus Kazuchika Okada and Takeshita in here. Dude, Kazuchika Okada and Takeshita picked up the victory here.
They did.
I like them teaming together. I felt like there were certain moments that I loved. I thought this was going to be my favorite match of the night, and I was a little surprised that it wasn't my favorite match of the night. Not because it was bad or anything, but I thought that we could have I thought we could have gone even further with this one because this is like such a these are all guys that can really, really go. Like this on a pay-per-view, I thought would have been like rocket, moon, sky high type of performance.
I mean, the match ended and now they're going to do the thing on pay-per-view. I think that might have played a role.
Wait, I missed that. Did they add that to the show?
There were stakes on this match. If Brodito won, one of them would have got a title match against Okada, and since Okada and Takeshita won, they get a title match at Wrestle Dream.
Oh shit! Oh, thank God. Okay, I didn't realize that.
But also, I felt like you felt, Denise, as it didn't get into that last gear.
Okay, well now it makes sense that it didn't get into that last gear because it is on Wrestle Dream. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad because I didn't realize that this was going to be on the show.
But also, I was like, maybe this Bandito injury is a little bit more like it's real. I'm not saying I thought it was fake, but like having a guy in a match after doing that shoulder stuff was kind of interesting. But seeing like he was maybe like a little step behind it that he usually is, you could definitely tell that his shoulder was affecting him. But he still was crazy. That point where he picked up one arm. He was using one arm for a lot of it. He had Takeshita up on one arm and hit that crazy ass knee strike that he does. He still was on fire. But yeah, I think it was to get to the pay-per-view match. These guys have a lot of great chemistry. The promo that they did afterwards with Brodito, where Bandito was like, I'm sorry, this is all my fault. I came up with this fucked up shoulder. I lost the match for us. And Brody King being like, dog, what do you mean? You're the best wrestler in the fucking world right now. We're in this position because of who you are and because of what you do. We're going to go in and kick those guys' ass. I like the storytelling between Okada and Takeshita. There's still this. Takeshita don't want to be in a tag team with this fool. He don't want to be in a group with this fool. He want to fight. Like he's been wanting to fight. Every time he looks at Okada, it's hatred. He's like, I've been wanting to be better than this fool, and I can't wait till I get the opportunity to do it. But having them in this will they coexist type thing, I think is fun because they're two of the best Japanese wrestlers that we have.
Everyone's waiting for that big blow off between them.
We're waiting so much. I don't know when they're going to do it.
Takeshita that one day, and he was like, that was all he can talk about was that potential matchup with Okada in the United States with AEW.
Like him too. He's on our team. He's like, I'm waiting too, fool. I can't wait till they do it. We don't know when they're gonna do it, and we are very excited about it. Takeshita has what's the date? A very huge match coming up in 5 days for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Zack Sabre Jr., which I think he's gonna win, and that's crazy.
What show is that on?
It's on New Japan. What's it called? King of Pro. I don't know what the show is called. This is Phil Lindsay territory. It's on October 13th.
October 13th on a Monday? Oh shit. Oh yeah, because of the time difference. Yeah.
You know, New Japan.
Yeah. I was like, Monday.
Monday.
Bro, I'm so stupid. All righty, guys. Well, there you have it. That was AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, amongst a bunch of other random shit. I am so sorry if you hopped in here expecting only wrestling conversation and we went off the rails
what show
from the
this
very
is.
beginning.
We always do this. This isn't new.
By the way, Reg, earlier we mentioned that video that I came out on the news. I found it, by the way. I'm gonna roll it on our Patreon for people to see.
Cannot effing wait, baby.
We're gonna do a reaction to it.
Oh my God. Shout out to Hillary Duff.
Alrighty, everyone. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're already here. Subscribe, join Denise's Pieces, by the way. That's the brand new Wrestling Clips channel. Working very, very hard. I'm like investing in the channel. I hired somebody to work on it and get more videos out there. So like this 10K? Is happening, guys. Like what?
We up to 10K now?
You wish. I wish. We all wish.
I thought the number that I saw on your thing was 10K. What was the number?
No, that was 10,000 watch hours.
Oh, watch hours. Okay. I'll be
that 10K is like my ideal goal to hit by the end of the year, but that's very difficult.
But we're going to get to 10K.
You want to know something crazy though? Wow. So that channel that I have is like at 5,800 subscribers, right? You know that I gained more subscribers on that channel in the last 28-day period than I did on this channel.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Denise's Pieces is killing it. I guess that's good.
But this channel does more views, obviously, but I don't really know what's happening. I'm wondering if maybe because I'm promoting like extra hard.
You are.
So there's that.
Promoting on every show.
Yeah, but like so in the last 28-day period, I gained 400 more followers on that page than I did on this page.
Wow, look at that.
That's crazy, huh?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're trying to grow there. Please subscribe, check out the videos. A lot of hard work is involved in that channel, especially because it's like going back and pulling up videos. It's a lot. It's a whole thing. I won't get into the whole enchilada, but anyways, we do got Sheldon Jackson here who says it's called King of Pro Wrestling.
Yes, I thought.
Headlined by Takeshita and Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
I'm like, I think it's King of Pro Wrestling. It's definitely King of Pro Wrestling.
Come on, Reg. Good job, Brain. You're supposed to know this stuff. You're supposed to be the sicko of the sickos.
My friends always talk about New Japan.
Reg,
I need to talk about that.
That should be your name. The sicko of the sickos.
Sicko of the sickos.
Yes. How have you not done this before?
Because there's a lot of sickos. I don't know if I'm the sicko of the sickos.
Well, it doesn't matter if you are. You just got to claim it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I am the sicko of the sickos. Forget everybody in this chat right now. It's me.
Come on, sicko of the sickos.
Buy me a shirt,
Sheldon. Sheldon's the sicko of the sicko for sure. He's in there. He's in there for sure. All righty, everyone. That is it for us today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Denise's Pieces. Reg, tell the people where they can check you out and all of that.
We talking about subscriptions. I'm going to need all the same homies to go over to the Grapsity YouTube page. We are official. We're monetized now. Super chats can be sent to our channel, and we are so excited about it. We did our first actual stream on the channel last week for our 4-year anniversary, so definitely tap into the Grapsity YouTube page. We need it. Where I be every Wednesday, I'm here with Denise. Thursdays, I'm also with Denise. Saturdays are Grapsity, the full podcast. This week we're not being counter programmed because the show starts at 5 a.m, but we might be moved back an hour or so depending on what's going on. But shout out to y'all.
Because they got their review show for Crown Jewel.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, if the show ends at 5, 6, 7, 8, you might. I don't know.
Cut it pretty
Depends
close.
on how long they go. Yeah. All righty, everyone. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Peace.